Because like I said, I have been through it. I've had the counselling and everything. I don't have a problem with talking about it myself. I know the effects it has on people, the life-term effects. My friend took her life in April last year. I lost another friend because he couldn't cope anymore either. So I know the long-term effects it has. And I just want to say, you guys are absolutely amazing. I just wish there had been somebody like you.
Why is he allowed to stay so close to you, though, after what happened?
To be honest, I have no idea. I mean, I'm still getting hassle now. I've had my car smashed up. I've had to move house twice because he basically wants to keep me quiet. He doesn't want me to speak up in court. The case has been postponed twice because of various things and because he's abused so many people, and it's still ongoing. Obviously, once they start, they never stop, basically. I don't think he'll ever stop till he's dead, to be honest. But the police are pretty useless, to be honest. He's been bailed twice. They know he's a danger to children and women, and yet he gets away with it, and it's unbelievable. I know what I'd like to do, but like a lot of people that have been through it would, but
Listen, let me tell you, I know what I'd like to do as well, but this is what we're trying to say. The system of the policing is so manipulated. As in,
it's bad.
Well, actually, one of the CID officers that was dealing with the case is now in prison. And he actually came to my house where we previously lived with another CID officer. He actually came to my house.
Can I rewind you back 2 seconds? Did you say the police officer that was
the CID officer who was dealing with my case? I'm in Norfolk. I don't mind saying I'm in Norfolk.
Did you say he's now in prison?
He's now in prison, yeah. And he was dealing with my case.
Wow.
So I have no faith in the police force whatsoever. But I am fighting for justice because I am fighting for my friends I have lost. I've lost 2 friends through abuse. And I have close family members who have been through the same crap and everything. I know what it's like to be a survivor. You can check out my profile. I have things on there. I don't care. You can look at my profile, check me out. I'm totally genuine, 100%. And I mean, I don't have a problem talking about it. It's hard. It's hard to survive. I've got scars that will never heal. Thanks to what I went through, I couldn't have any more children or anything.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you. Bless you. I mean, I've got my daughter. She's my world. And I won't let anyone hurt her. I'm a protective parent. She's 28, bless her.
Can we just say that there's people in this life now, Sarah, and there's people in this chat now that if you ever need someone to talk to, there's people in this chat now that will happily have a talk to you. And
I appreciate that. Thank you. I used to run things on Facebook, but I got so much because, like I said, this person wants to keep me quiet. Well, there's not just one of them, there's 2 of them. They basically want to keep me quiet because they don't want me to go to court. They're trying to do everything they can to stop me. Like I said, we've had to move twice. I've had to change where I go to hairdressers, you name it, we've had to do it. My dad's been passed away for 13 years. They've smashed things up my dad's grave. It's been never ending. But I'm still fighting. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up until I get what I want. They're not going to win.
You keep fighting, darling.
Oh, I will. I'm fighting for my friends as well, and I'm fighting for my dad because I know my dad wouldn't want me to give up.
Anybody in this box who needs to speak?
Is it an ongoing thing though? Is it an ongoing case?
It's an ongoing case. It's been going. I reported it in 2013, but other people have come forward since then as well, and it's been postponed at court twice. It should be going to court this November, the 4th of November this year.
But you're still getting targeted by these.
I'm still getting targeted by both of them. These were people who were meant to be family, friends, who lived right near
Are
us.
you getting threatened, or do you feel threatened by these people? Or?
Yeah, the police have been involved, but because, like, with the police force, you have to have pictures, proof, and everything.
Yeah, you do.
The guy was one of them was outside my previous hairdressers. This was last summer. He sat outside my previous hairdressers. She was scared. She phoned the police. When I got back to my car was smashed up. My car was left on the car park. I can't even go to that place anymore. I don't want to say where it is, but I can't go to that place anymore because if I go there, he doesn't live 5 minutes away from there.
Yeah.
And I will be followed. I can't go nowhere alone or anything. And the other one lives 5 minutes away. I have one what lives about 8 miles away. The other one lives 5 minutes away from me.
This is terrible.
It is. It is.
I mean, my doctors are aware and everything. The police are involved. But, you know, unless he actually attacks me again, there's nothing they will do.
But just listen, just be careful. Just be careful with what you say and don't stress yourself out too much. Like I said,
No, I'm fine. Thank you,
You
Tony.
can talk to me, no problem, Miss Dick Woman. You can.
Yeah, my
always
name's Maria, Sarah.
Oh, Marie. Maria.
You're fine.
Yeah, you can always message me, no problem. You can always drop me a message,
thanks.
no problem.
Yeah, I did send Tony a text, but I don't know. I know you're really busy, so I didn't know whether you'd have time to read it anyway. But that's why I just wanted to jump in and say, you know, I think you guys are doing an amazing job, and I just wish there was somebody like you around here.
Yeah, well, listen, look, this is what we're all trying to say. Yeah, we all know what's happening. We all know that there's people being let down left, right, and centre, and this is why I keep saying if we try something, you know, if it might work, it might not work, but if we don't do nothing, nothing will happen.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm happy to help any way I can. I'm happy to help.
And that's what I'm saying. So, like I said, the Samaritans number that's just been posted there is 116123. If anyone is affected by anything we say in any of these lives over here, it's 116123 if you need to speak with anyone.
I might just say I'm going to hop out so you can let more people in, but yeah, I'll be watching anyway.
That's
so.
fine, yeah. Well, we are going to continue on a bit about that in a minute. Or this is what I wanted to speak to while there's a couple of the Australian people in here. We wanted to speak about is it safe to continue spreading awareness on this particular person, or do we let whatever's happening in the background? Because I don't know. I don't want to affect it. I know someone did jump into one of the live feeds earlier on and say, listen, all you got to do now is spread usernames and stuff like that. It's just.
Well, she was live earlier this morning, so she's still going live and stuff like that. So
she is still on live. She's still carrying on.
Yeah, I'd be still carrying in.
Did anyone find out the restrictions over there? What your awareness, what you can do over that side? Does anyone know? Have you got any updates on what you're allowed to say and what you're not allowed to say over there, or?
I absolutely haven't heard anything. All I know is that my Rhiannon account after the live yesterday with you guys, I actually got booted for 2 days. So I don't know what's happened there, but I haven't heard anything. I know someone mentioned that it was being investigated, but until I know what's happening, I can't comment, and I will continue to talk about it until I hear otherwise.
Yeah, look, I think it's just a matter of treading lightly. Usernames and stuff like that, they can't stop us from spreading that over here because it's an open platform.
Yeah.
So that's fine. On behalf of speaking what she has done and said, that's the grey area. So I think what we thought was best was just to keep sharing the usernames and stuff. Please don't go and view her. Don't watch any of her lives. Stay right away from her. Don't let her join in any boxes, you know, anything like that. So that when she does start to spit it all out again, they can't use coercing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what you need to look at as well, and what we need to look at. But like I said, we try to help you as much as we can with a bit of awareness. I think, you know, that's pretty much all we could do. We could try to help you that side. And if there is any emails that we can help you send from our side, we're more than happy. If there's anything you need us to do as well, please, we'll continue to help you in the background if needs be, yeah?
There's someone
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Tony, someone in the box here. Is it Emma? Sorry, I think you've not had a say yet, have you?
Yeah. I'm just wondering because I've shared it onto Facebook, so like people on my Facebook and that can like see it. So I've had an inbox, and am I okay to say the name what someone gave me?
For what? What is this regarding? I don't want any names.
I don't. No. I don't. I want to know if it is this girl's name.
The name
Ashley Erin Clayton is her name. I'll say it.
Is that, hang on, is that right, what it says there? Yeah, that's right, yeah. So she's from Australia, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well, I've been sent 2 Facebook accounts of her, and I've been on them, and on one of them is where she's got BOOBS out on him, full out on him.
I know one of them, it has a remembrance as if she had passed away. She's milked that before.
I've seen that one on Facebook.
Yeah, like a remembrance, and she also has an obituary online as well. So
Yeah,
she's got these 2, but she's also got like another thing added next to it. But she's got 2 different Facebook accounts.
Yeah, I've seen the Facebook one. She's got one with the remembering, and I recognise the pictures, and I've also in the group, Tony. So
yeah. Well,
she's also got a watch cars out, and they're fully out as well on one of the pictures.
If you could message Sarah or whatever, but like I said, if they've escalated it over that side, we'll calm down with it our side for now and continue on. But if there's anything else we need to do or we can help you with, we're more than happy to continue to help you with. Just let us know.
I'll be completely honest, because the detectives that she first spoke to she gave my details to them, and they rang me a few months back and we spoke. I feel like if there was anything happening or things shouldn't, if it's open, I feel like they would have rang me already, because they've always rang me when she's gone in to discuss the problems. But I honestly haven't heard anything. So, I mean, I'll continue. It just depends if everyone else does.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's not something. With that situation. I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna say that I think that I'm not letting them back on this live feed. Not in a million years. They tried to come in earlier onto this, and they were blocked straight away. But it was a second account. It was a different account. So we blocked it straight away. I do believe that the more people it allows it now to go on live, it's just going to try to convince people. There's no acceptance, there's no nothing of what actually has happened. There's no holding your hands.
I'm actually not sure, but did you all see, I did take a screenshot, hang on a second, on her live yesterday, and this is the thing, people think they go in there and they can get more information or watch her, which is the worst thing to do, but that Queen C that had that whole dispute and saying horrible things about what we're doing, but you have people in her comments
You want a
that
cup
are
of
saying,
tea? Okay, I'll make one in a minute.
Ages play Roblox. There's no problem. Like that kind of stuff is just enabling, and it's disgusting. I was watching it thinking, wow, like no.
And we're not saying stop talking about her. That's not the case. I think what I'm saying is we've already got the proof of her openly saying what she has said, and obviously just what we're saying is don't let her in the box because. What information that has been brought to the police, there's coercing on the side of it. So that's what we're saying, because going into her box and asking questions is coercing.
Yeah, no, there'll be no communication.
We need to not give her a platform.
For the awareness of ourselves is that Roblox is a worldwide organisation. So when our children in England is on Roblox, they can befriend anyone across the world which has Roblox, same as Snapchat, same as Fortnite, same as TikTok. So it's,
yes,
for us, it's irrelevant of where the location is. If you're a wrong 'un, we need to make awareness to our country
side as well. Yeah,
these are
absolutely,
weapons
absolutely, and
regardless to who they are.
yeah, we don't want this to stop. I'm not saying to stop. I think
No.
I'm more saying is showing the videos, because it's as an investigation now of those videos. They could see it as coercing, if you understand that part. So the more you invite her in the box and the more you ask questions and press, the more she spits, that they'll take that as coercing. They won't take it as evidence. And there's everything we've worked really hard for out the window.
Yeah, well, like I said, they won't be. That person won't be coming back in this box anymore. That's a fact. If we decide to play videos and repeat that to more people and spread more awareness, then yes, we will. But as for letting them back and spread awareness on the accounts and what to look out for, definitely. But anything else or giving any more time on this page, it won't be happening. It will not be happening. I don't care what story they want to come out with or say. It just won't be happening.
Don't let her in. Nothing.
No, we won't.
We blocked her that night when we done our awareness.
We did,
and she's blocked from Tony's live. She's blocked from me personally. She's blocked from most of the community that sits in the comments.
Yeah, we blocked her as well. Yeah, I've seen her in a few boxes of like a lot of the British ones as well. It's just like, don't let her in there. Stop giving her a platform. Stop giving her this.
100%. Sarah.
Investigated. Yes, it is in the police this morning.
Sarah, can you?
And here in New South Wales, it is now.
Sarah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Tony.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you. I just wanted to come on to say I commend the work that all of you are doing. I was the one that spoke up on Angie's live this morning. I've never been on live before. I've sat back and watched this whole thing. I was concerned that she was pressing for, I want answers, I wanted to explain, and that's why I haven't played it back. I probably sound like the lunatic. I just kept repeating, that is all in the hands or has been reported to the police. At this stage, everyone should just be listing all the accounts, blocking all the accounts, telling everyone on the kids, checking kids' devices. Stop asking questions. Stop giving her the platform. She's loving it. And I don't even know her, and you can tell that she loves it. Yeah, the fact that she's throwing gifts at people just to piss them off just proves what sort of person that she is. So I hope I didn't cause any trouble, but I just continued to say the same thing, because people want to fight each other about the semantics of, what's a mental health condition. None of that's relevant at the moment. That has to be handled, by the lady from the last few lives that's been saying she's going to talk to the police or whatever. At the moment, what general people can do is find the accounts, block the accounts, pass that information along.
Yeah.
So I hope I haven't caused any trouble, but
No, you haven't.
she was just pressing continuously for she owes us answers. Going to tell the truth.
She jumped in the box of a person today, which was fucking irrelevant anyway. I'm going to say it because it annoys me anyway. Mm-hmm. She jumped in the box today through someone that likes to jump on the bandwagon. And she got shut down anyway by that person anyway, and the person who run that live anyway normally tries to manipulate and for views and stuff like that, and it didn't work. And if you want to bring a pedalo into your fucking box and say, well, I don't really see the evidence, I don't really see this, I don't really see that, it's like
100%.
You're fucking wrong, and to sit there and listen to them.
She doesn't have the classiest live as it is. She already has questionable people in there, but to try and get a pedalo in there we just need to hear it, we need to understand, and then say, I've done no research, I don't know what's going on, I don't think she's really guilty, let's all listen. And that's why I jacked up, because the answer is no. Don't give her the time.
Let's all come into my platform and go into my views.
And she's thriving on it too. She was...
Sneeze. Fuck them.
In between those lives on those 2 days, she was like, "Oh, isn't this so great? Like it's all happening. We're just listening." She was thriving on it just as much. So I tried to be as civil as I can, but it
Do you know what it was?
it just did my head in.
Do you know what it was?
Is it okay you ever say
Do
something?
you know what it is? One sec. There is. They were expecting me and Tony to jump in their box and fucking antagonise the situation by showing how much of a wrong that person was to try and get views and get gifts. We ain't biting to them dinnos. We know that woman is a fucking wrong. Listen, I promise you that I ain't slept for 3 days after hearing that woman saying she was 8 years old and a 4-year-old was telling her to do things and all this malarkey.
To have the host of the live say that that's not a bad thing.
Honestly, Jamie, I am with you. I've not slept either.
Okay, we got a lot of noise going on, and we got a lot of people talking over each other. There's someone there. I don't know what shuffling is going on. I don't know where it's coming from, but yeah, we're gonna mute in between. But I totally agree. I think, like you said, this Ashy is definitely loving jumping in and out of the boxes in the last couple of days, and unfortunately there is going to be people that's going to go back and follow her page and like you said, going to watch it, which this can be bad, but the only way you can highlight someone is in these ways. Do you know what I mean? We're not gonna run anyone else's live feeds down.
I think Sarah, you've got really bad.
Yeah, Sarah's just muted there as well. Yeah, Sarah's just muted. Yeah, it's sorted now. But I think that is what it is. I mean, I don't see that there being any other reason why she needs to jump in any other boxes. There shouldn't be any other reasons, because...
Honest to God, I swear to God on my children's life, when I heard her say that 4-year-old made her do things, I swear to God, that fucking broke me heart, mate.
Yeah.
I have got a 5-year-old son here that sits here and plays with fucking Lego. And you're trying to tell me that a 4-year-old, a year less than him, is telling you to do things? Honest to God, you want fucking putting down, mate. You want putting down.
Exactly, Jamie. I've got a nephew who's 11 this year, and it scares the living daylights out of me.
That woman needs putting down.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, putting down.
Yeah.
I jumped in because the host of the live said children don't assault other children. That was... She was trying to pick apart, like, what had happened. No, well, that's not assault. That's not what happens. That's experimentation. That's, that's just what kids do. That's what riled me up. And Tony, at that point, I'd seen was exasperated and, well, I have to leave. And then people in the chat were like, well, why is Tony not here? Why is he not speaking up, sort of thing. So that's... I just felt that they needed to, and I still don't think they understand the people that are usually in that box, in that whole collective. That's not their thing to question people to that degree. They're not going to get the answers. They're going to ruin an investigation.
You're going to make it look worse than what it is, because unfortunately the people that we're trying to warn about what's happening, you're giving someone a chance to...
change their story, to alter their story, to figure out what they need to say.
Sorry, Tony, can I say to the mods? Can I say one thing to the mods? Can you highlight the comments? Some of the comments that's being ghosted is actually relevant comments.
Okay,
I'm accepting them, but I'm just saying some of the mods, if they see a comment which is being ghosted, which I don't see,
I think some of the other mods are too busy conversations.
Because someone's being ghosted. Someone's being ghosted because they've got a valid point.
Yeah. No, we'll
I might just say, I might jump out so there's another box free, but I'll come back a little bit later. I'm just going to get some stuff done today.
Thank you, Gaslight. I'm going to drop down as well.
All good. You guys are doing amazing.
Enjoy your day. Thanks.
Jump down to
Thank you.
I'm going to jump down too. I'll be in the comments soon.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
Guys, hope you have a good evening.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks heaps.
Jamie, can I just say, I agree with what you were saying about the host, but what the thing that was enraging was, I keep trying not to say her name, the host of that live kept saying, oh, she's been on for 3 hours, I'll have her in for another 5 until I get the answers that I want. That's not helping the situation. That's just trying to piggyback on it for attention.
Thank you, Bazza. Thank you. Well, listen. Well, look. What we'll do, we'll focus on this. We're not going to turn it into a debate about another creator or any other creator. Yeah, and I try to shut that down earlier on. But I think the main thing is, I think everyone come out with that in agreement that wrong is wrong, and I think that was the best part of it overall. Unless I missed something, I think people who's covered it so far has understood, thank you, Minnie, has understood that it is wrong. Do you understand what I mean? And the longer you give them, for example, if I let them back in the box now, which is not happening, not ever happening, but if I let them back in the box now, they'll have more time again to change another story. Because I don't know how many stories you have heard or you have heard from Australia. I've heard 3 or 4 in the past 2 days. 3 or 4 stories.
There's many stories. It keeps altering and changing.
I have personally heard 2 videos, and I promise you now, if that person was in England, I promise you now, it'd be a different kind of fish.
Well, just be careful. Just be careful what you're saying.
Yeah, there were people offering her suggestions as to what her answers. What did she mean?
Not in a bad way. I'm saying, if that was in England, I promise you now, the world would know how much of a wrong that person was. The world would understand how much of a wrong that person was. I'd sit there and make sure the world would know what she is. In Australia, it's across the border, isn't it? But in England, oh my God,
it'd be different.
Yeah, no, I just tried to bring it back to moving forward. What is the best thing, which is spread the names, spread the accounts. Don't keep rehashing it. Do not invite her in. Do not give her airtime. Let that be handled by the authorities, if that's where it's going. But do not feed into it.
Well, but no, there'll be no more accepting in any of these. I blocked one of the accounts when I came in earlier on. We blocked it out straight away. We didn't entertain it. Bunny.
Hiya. Just going back to when, I can't remember her name, was going on about children, abusing children and stuff. My 15-year-old, when she was in primary school, she actually got abused when her baby brother was waiting for a heart transplant. So I was 200 miles away from my daughter. And when my son was finally allowed out of hospital, after nearly a year of being waiting for a heart, one day she just flew off the handle and she was self-harming quite badly. And we didn't know what was going on. And she told me a girl actually in her class was essaying her, which was really hard to hear from my little girl. And now I couldn't cope because I suffer from PTSD quite badly, and I've got a 10-month-old baby, so I'm trying to get better, but I had to put her in a place where I knew she could be safe, because if I'm not okay, I can't do the best for her at that time. And what's quite scary now is that she feels that she doesn't like her body and that she doesn't want to be a girl when she always used to be quite girly. So it's, I don't know who you're talking about in Australia. I know that there are people on here like Alpha and stuff that are horrible and stuff, but it's hard because it's not just adults that do it. Do you know what I mean? And it's really hard that children, and then the worst thing was I was best friends with this other girl's mum, and the case got completely dropped on that other girl's part, and my daughter never got no justice for that. And I think, well, this girl didn't just learn that out of nowhere. It didn't just happen. So I suppose all in all, it does go back to someone, a guardian or whoever. But I think what's quite hard is you don't really understand what it's like unless you've seen it or been through it yourself. And for her to say that she wants to be a male and not a female, it's not that I would ever reject, but I don't think it's her, and it's what she truly wants. I think she's traumatized, and her sister suffers from it. She's got a younger sister, and she loves to go on Roblox, and if I try and turn the internet off or anything, she really kicks off. But when I try to explain to her, she still doesn't get it. Well, why can't I? My school friends are on now. I'm talking to my school, and she gets really upset. She's autistic, and it's so hard sometimes. And I feel like, I don't know if any other parents feel like this in this kind of situation, but I feel sometimes that my heart is racing so much and so fast, and I just want to scream in a sense, but then I try so hard to protect my children, and you don't ever want them getting hurt, and sometimes you can't. It just, do you know what I mean? How can I say it? I was there with her dying brother, but protecting him, I wasn't there for my other daughter, protecting her. Does that make sense? So it's really, really hard, and it's we're 24 now. Look at the world, and it's horrible. It's
only getting worse. It's only getting worse, unfortunately. Listen, I'm so sorry to hear of everything you've been through. Yeah, and like I said, Sarah, there is a few girls trying to put a separate group together for anyone that's been through anything, or anyone that's traumatized about anything. You're more than welcome, and we can speak to the fellas to try to do one as well, the other side. But if you ever want to join that group, Sarah or the Observer is in the chat. And if you're ever having it down there, just pop a message in that group, and I'm sure you can all have a chat together. Yeah, I think
it's just a matter of getting that awareness out there, because I would go to the ends of the earth to make people aware. I spread about organ donation, about babies that can't have a life because they've got to wait for another child and stuff. But then you face with 2 traumas at the same time, 3 traumas of self-harm of your daughter and stuff like that, and it's all a matter of making that awareness. I'm actually getting therapy, intense therapy, but I just want to help, because I feel doing something like that, even if it's getting on the Facebook page and making people aware of these people, because children don't learn from nothing, they learn from someone. Yeah. And it's never going to stop. But I don't understand how people can. How?
But one thing is, don't blame yourself for what's going on, because I can hear it in your chest that you feel that you're making the wrong decisions. What's going on? Don't blame yourself. These things happen, and there's help. There's a lot of people in this chat. There's a lot of people in this live that will offer help for you, to show that there is the end of a different road. Don't feel that you're alone.
Don't feel like that. And to anyone else that's listening that is triggered, 116 123. If you do not want to speak to anyone here or anything like that, please, there is always someone out there to speak to. Don't ever suffer anything on your own. Don't ever do that, and I really am so sorry to hear your story. And like Jamie said, I can hear it. I can hear you almost trembling when you're speaking.
I never said you sound like you blame yourself. Yeah. Don't blame yourself. Please don't blame yourself.
I just don't want. I don't want you, Tony, to ever give up. I watch you quite silently, and I don't. I must admit, when I saw Alpha on my FYP, I don't go into her live, and she was crying because he was on your way over, or John or someone was on the way over, and I did giggle a little bit, I must admit, because you know what, nah, she's he is a wrong and deserves it in my eyes. And I did giggle, but don't ever let any social media say, no matter how many accounts they take down, don't ever give up what you're doing, because we all really love and appreciate what you're doing for our kids, because it's for our children.
Yeah, and mine.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying on that? And mine. This is you know, the what I'm trying to do and what this whole team is trying to do. Remember, there's a lot of us that has kids here, and you listen. You don't gotta be a parent to want to be able to protect a child. If you see a wrong, and it doesn't, you don't gotta be a parent. If you see someone doing something wrong to a child, you're going to step in. If you are a normal person, a normal human being, you were going to step in. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And you don't got to be a parent. So this is helping us, and it's helping me and my family. Yes, we'll spend a bit of time away, and it is what it is at the minute. But we'll look. You've got to start somewhere. You know, we've got to start somewhere. And one idea can lead to another idea that might just lead to a big idea that eventually will bring around what we're all looking for. Do you understand? But right now, you know, even if it's small steps for a minute, and then eventually we'll get proper going. And that's all I can say. But yeah, I don't intend to give up. It is frustrating with the police. It is frustrating with certain things that I've got to deal with in the background. But if I give up anytime soon, you know, it's because I'm being dragged in and out of cells, and that is being up straight and honest with you. But even at that, I won't be I won't give in. The more I know people are trying to stop me from this, the more it's gonna make me get up and go. And I didn't come on TikTok. Let me put it this way to you. I didn't come on TikTok to do this. And I'm gonna be up straight and honest with you. But you hear stories about online and how bad it is and so on. But for the more and more time I spend on this app, the more it woke me up to actually how bad it actually is, and seeing that. And then I thought to me on it, well, you know, you're either going to look at that and ignore it, or try to get up and do something about it, because I myself is one of them people who has got plenty of no violations. And the frustrating side of it was, when I tried to report it via a video, putting that up, my videos were taken down. This person can do what they want on their live feed, say what they want, do what they want. I put up a video, I get a trigger warning, I get a warning, I get warned, I lose an account. And I thought, right, okay, well, if you're not, you can't even let us spread awareness on the app. Let me go as far as your town. Let me go to that person's town. Let me let their neighbours know. When you're walking to the shop, if you're bad behaving on this app, when you walk to the shop, the second you go to open that shop door, and you see a big awareness poster of yourself advising people in your local area, you've got this person behaving like this is their app, this is what they're using, this is what they're doing, you're going to think twice when you go back home and fire up your life, you know, what you behave like, because you're going to think, oh, I'm being highlighted here now. Do you understand? We go to schools, we go to wherever, outside of council, we go wherever and anywhere. And I thought in my own head, a lot of people disagreed with the way I'm going about it, or the way I've decided to go about it. But I thought, if we have a more of a hands-on approach, instead of sitting back for days, waiting for no violation, or going in and sitting reporting, then that's fine, you do that. But as for now, I am not going to sit there and do that. I'm going to try to go up and down and spread awareness in towns and places that I feel like is necessary to spread awareness to you. So when you know your neighbours know about you, and when you know that your local shops, your local restaurants, your town knows about you, you're going to think twice before you plaster yourself. Because guess what? If your neighbours didn't know about your behaviour online, they will when I've just posted a big poster with your face on it through your neighbour's letterbox, up and down your street, from top to bottom of it. So now that you know your neighbours are looking at you, are you going to come on and start exposing yourself in front of our children? In front of anyone's child? Are you going to do it in a hurry? Or are you going to think, hang on a minute, TikTok ain't defending me on this one here. Now my neighbours know what I'm doing. What if my neighbours are looking at me? You're going to think twice about your actions. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're going to think twice about your actions, and massive, massive respect to every one of the team that works in the background. We spend hours in the background of this and that. And if people don't like the way we approach this, that's fine. But I've tried it in so many different ways and nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Maybe nothing might happen out of here, but I'll tell you what I'm happy with is there is a conviction off the back of this. A few people have left the app. A few people have continued on the app, but have stopped with a certain behaviour. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it will get change. It will get change. And if you continue that road, there is other people in the background working to get you a conviction for exposing yourself, for doing certain things to yourself online. There is other things coming out with it. It ain't just posters. We are helping families to become alert up and down the country. People that may not realise what's happening. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we will go up and down the country, and I will continue to go up and down the country. And it just takes one person to look at that poster and see their child's device, and maybe that account that they thought was a teenager that was on their game, and see a message coming in there that don't sit right. Do you understand? One child being saved out of all of this is better than none. And that's the way I've got to look at it. And that's the way I've got to keep going. Even if I think maybe no big change is coming out of it, it just takes someone to read that poster, see that poster and think, right, let me check this device. And that person that they thought was their son or daughter's friend turns out to be a big grown arse man or woman trying to groom the child. And that is exactly the way I feel about this. And no police officer, let me make it clear for anyone screen recording, no police officer, no hours in the cells, no amount of accounts you take off me, no amount of threats, no amount of abuse against my family will stop me from moving forward. And that is as simple as that. For anyone who wants to record it, you keep recording it. And as far as I'm concerned, the more people that help and support this, the more people that get involved up and down the country, this can only get bigger. This can only get easier.
And I'll repeat that same thing.
Do you understand?
Here, Tony.
No policeman, no government, and there's no fucking anyone in the parliament or no one else that can stop us from what we're doing.
Yeah,
because if you think you can, we're sitting in a cell. We're sitting in that cell for 24 hours. No fucking problem. But we will come out and we'll do the same fucking thing. And we will do it again.
We will keep going. Again. We won't stop.
And you can lock us up for 24 hours, disturbing the peace, and we will come out and we will fucking do it again and again. And we ain't stopping. So just remember, we ain't fucking stopping.
100%. And please, I don't want to come across
We're not stopping at all.
ignorant or funny with you, but if certain things was changed on certain apps and certain things were put in place, this wouldn't have to be happening. This wouldn't have to be happening. But when you're allowing people to take their clothes off and prance around on a 12+ app with nothing on from the waist down, that's when I said enough is enough. Exactly. Enough is enough.
100%. The days of the fucking BBC protecting pedlos is fucking finished.
Exactly.
We are gonna carry on, and we're gonna out you fucking wrong-uns from the day to us die.
Yeah.
We won't stop. We won't stop. We're not going to stop.
We ain't stopping.
We're not.
Yeah, no. And like I said, people might only hear about these posters. Unfortunately, people just jump in and out of lives, out of the live feeds, and hear certain parts of certain stories. If you could see what we have seen in the last 2.5 weeks, honestly, it would shock the life out of you. And that's what the website was opened initially for, is because videos we couldn't put up on here, we can put them up on the website. And when you think, really, is that happening? Is that actually happening on a 12+ app? That really will wake you up, people. Listen, I have 2 police charges now, one pending and one to answer up for. And let me put it this way to you. I will keep going until it's 200. Yeah, or 300. Or whatever.
Yeah, exactly, Tony.
And that's
exactly.
it. Because I'll tell you what, certain people, and big respect to all of the people that support this, certain people will turn around in the long run, yeah? And if it comes out or hits your newspapers tomorrow, or God forbid your website and the beads around my neck, I don't wish it to any family or anyone. If it ever come out tomorrow, okay, just say another child groomed on TikTok, lured, this, that, and or lured to a certain location, and this, that, and the other happened, yeah? What are you going to say? Why ain't no one saying nothing? Why did no one do nothing? We were trying. We are trying right now. Now is the time for everyone to try to help and get together. If they take this account off me like they did the last one,
Tony, I want to say this one thing.
I've got a Facebook. I've got a YouTube page. I moved to YouTube. If YouTube takes it down, I move to that. I will always listen. It's not about the account, it's about the person. If you really want to find that person and follow that person, you will find them no matter what platform that person is on. If you truly support that person and want to help that person out, it doesn't matter what platform they use, you will find that platform and you will follow that person and you will follow that movement. You understand? It doesn't matter where they put you down. You won't be silenced.
Tony, I'm going to say one thing before I leave, before you're in the live feed.
Yep.
I want to say this one thing, and I'm going to say it one thing only. We are here to protect our children. And if there's anyone on this app that feels like they need to protect these fucking wrong-uns, go fuck yourselves.
Right. Be careful, Big J, please. Yeah, I don't want to come across like that. I think Big J's. I had a couple tonight. I'm not too sure.
I think he has, Jamie.
I think he has. I apologise. I apologise for the swearing. I apologise for the swearing. But
we understand Jamie's frustration.
I understand the frustration. I've got there myself loads of times. But what is frustrating, and I know what Jamie is saying exactly. It's frustrating when you're trying to spread awareness to these people, and if you could see my inbox from half of these troll and fake accounts and see the purses that my family get and my little 6-year-old child, 6-month-old daughter is getting, and my missus that don't even come on this app, that just, you know what I mean? And if you could see that, you'd understand.
Let me just say something, Tony. If you could see the evidence, guys, that we have seen, me and the team, you would be shocked.
Yeah.
We can't put it on here.
We can't put them up on here. We can't play certain stuff on here. So when you see us going with a poster or going here or there to highlight someone, we have looked at it in the group in the background. We spend hours. When I'm not on live feed,
it's horrible.
We're hours in the background, in the group. So please don't think that we just pop up a live feed and start speaking to you like this. No. We run through all sorts of different things in the background. Please believe me.
The amount of things that your whole team has been exposed to over this whole time would be horrific.
I'm going to head off, Tony, and let somebody else maybe jump in the box. But really, thank you so much. And please keep going.
I've just calmed myself down a bit because I'm so annoyed with seeing people, big platforms, that's protecting these fucking wrong-uns. It's pissing me off.
All right, Bunny, thank you very, very much. And Bunny, if you're still in the chat, please don't hesitate to message Sarah or the Observer, please. Yeah, all right. Don't feel like you're on your own. You're not on your own. No one's on their own. And like I said, Sarah, if you can speak with the Observer and is it B or is it B or B? I'm not sure.
It's Queen B. Queen B. And I'll get Val to join in as well.
If you speak with,
I know Queen B as well. Queen B as well.
Yeah, we'll sort out.
If you can speak, that lady already has like a group thing already set up, and people that has gone through anything can join in with that, and you know the women can speak in there. I won't be in it. No, none of the other fellas be in that group. Let the women speak amongst themselves, and if the fellas want to open up a group for have our own chat about our own things or whatever, just a chat. You're more than welcome to set one up. You can set one up and do whatever. Yeah, you can set one up, but for anyone that's there that wants to do that, let the girls create their own group and let them have their own group. Do you understand what I mean? And that's how you're going to do that. But
Absolutely.
like I
For
said,
letting me in the box, Tony. I'll drop out. You guys are amazing. Everything that you do, the fact that you've been dragged across the world to help with us as well is amazing.
No worries, Sarah. Listen, like I said, and I'm going to say this again, yeah, and I'll say this 101 times. When we got contacted by the ladies from Australia, who are we to turn a blind eye? Just because you're in Australia and we're over here, who are we to turn a blind eye? Because at the end of the day, a child is a child, no matter what part of the world they are. If children are at risk or people pose a risk, doesn't matter what part of the world they're in.
No.
Yeah, I think people have to understand also just how much you guys have had to witness, and that it's a lot for you guys to go through. So they shouldn't be complaining. There's a lot of people that complain, but no one steps up and does so much like you guys do. So good on you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sarah. If we can ever help you with anything, just don't hesitate to message us and we'll be more than happy. Yeah? All right?
Thanks very much.
You're more than welcome, Sarah. All the best. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. The greatest of all time. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks, mate. How are yourself, Tom?
I'm good. Thank you very, very much, mate. Thank you. I'm good.
Listen, I just wanted to come in and I was made aware of something last night, which has been brought to my attention. There's actually a predator on here who's we've got the proof and stuff like that. He's actually going around into a couple of lives. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get it all sent over to you, Tom, if there's some way I can get it sent over to you.
Yes,
because
if you message the Observer or Sarah, they'll give you the exact website. You can send it over across there if you want, and you can upload the stuff there. Without saying any names, there is proof of
well, if he's telling a child to change a picture so she looks older.
No way.
What?
Wow.
Right, I'll tell you what, if you don't mind, let me just... I can't do this, can I? Unless I need to go live. Wait there a sec.
Wow.
Give me 1 sec, let me just put them over onto this.
No worries. If we can we somehow not get the child's account exposed and any pictures that might be there of a child or anything, can we try to block out as much as we can? If we can just show the message, but not the young person's account, please, if we can. And that's what do you get what I mean? I don't want any accounts.
Yeah, definitely. We don't want that.